All right, so we're diving back into twin power today.
Yeah.
Specifically, we're looking at scene 31, which
Oh, this is a good one.
it's really where things start to shift, I think.
Definitely.
So for anyone who needs a refresher, just to set the scene, Maya and Alec are alien twins, right?
Right.
They crash landed on Earth after that whole mess with the
Grecoin mothership.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And of course they're trying to blend in.
Blend in, yeah.
But it hasn't exactly been easy.
No, especially after that volleyball game.
Oh yeah, where their powers kind of slipped out.
Accidentally revealed.
No.
Big time.
Yeah, they had to wipe everyone's memory.
A total reset.
Except there's Miss Vanderburg.
Their teacher. Right?
Exactly. And she seems to be the only one who maybe
Or at least suspects something.
flunks us off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely onto them.
So scene 31, it starts with the twins outside Miss Vanderburg's office.
Empty hallway. Super quiet. You can practically feel the tension.
Yeah, they look terrified, honestly.
Why?
Oh, totally. Those trembling hands, those nervous glances.
They're walking into, I don't know, a principal's office or something.
Right, like they're about to get in huge trouble.
And then they go in, and Miss Vanderburg starts praising them.
For their intelligence. Especially in chemistry, which is interesting.
Very pointed, right? Considering we know about their cybernetic enhancements.
Oh, absolutely. She's definitely fishing for information.
It's like she's testing them, almost.
Totally. And the way she focuses on molecular structures specifically.
Which ties directly into their powers.
It's not a coincidence. The writer's definitely doing that on purpose.
And of course, Maia and Alec are trying to downplay everything.
Oh, we just really like chemistry. Yeah, right?
Come on, they understand stuff most scientists wouldn't even dream of.
Exactly. But their attempts to deflect just make Miss Vanderburg more curious.
I mean, you can see it in her eyes. She's not buying it.
Not for a second. And then she suggests they enter the science fair.
Oh, that's a good one. Almost like a dare.
Like, show me what you can really do.
And the Triz are kind of stuck, right? They can't really say no without looking suspicious.
Exactly. It's a brilliant tactic on her part.
But then, the real power move. She offers to tutor them.
That's where things get interesting. Yeah.
On the surface, it seems helpful.
Mm.
But it's clear she wants to keep a closer eye on them.
Definitely. She's inserting herself into their lives.
And Alec, he tries to politely decline.
Oh, yeah, but she's having none of it.
She insists. Almost forcefully.
And you can see Maya's getting really anxious.
Yeah, her forced politeness is kind of painful to read.
She knows they're in a dangerous situation.
And then comes the line that really gives me chills. You ready?
Hit me with it.
Your knowledge goes far beyond what I'd expect from foreign students.
Ugh. She might as well have said, I know you're alien.
All right. It's the first time she openly acknowledges her suspicion.
And you can see it on Alec's face in that panel. He's thinking, game on.
He knows they have to up their game now.
Absolutely.
So he agrees to a trial period of tutoring.
Risky move, but they need to figure out what she's up to.
Keep your friends close, your enemies closer, right?
Exactly.
The scene ends with them leaving the school, but the tension is palpable.
Oh yeah, this encounter has changed everything. They're not just dealing with a nosy teacher anymore.
It's like they've stumbled into this whole web of intrigue.
And they're not sure how to get out.
Which makes you wonder, what's gonna happen next?
Yeah, what is Miss Vanderburg's endgame here?
What do you think? Let us know in the comments. We're dying to hear your theories.
Seriously, hit us with your best guesses. This is where things get really interesting. Okay, but can we talk about how the art in this scene just adds to the whole mood?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like visually, how do they ramp up the tension?
Well, for starters, that hallway scene, right? Before they even go into the office.
Yeah, it's not just an empty hallway.
It's like this long, sterile space, almost echoing.
And those tight close-ups on their faces.
Yeah, emphasizing that feeling of being trapped.
Well, I can remember that panel where Maya's hand is on the doorknob.
Oh, yeah, and it's trembling.
It's such a small detail, but it tells you everything about how she's feeling.
Totally. And then, when they're inside the office, the color palette changes.
Oh, it's all cool blues and grays, right.
Exactly. Very clinical almost, adding to that sense of unease.
And then there's that brief moment when Miss Vanderburg is praising them.
And the colors warm up a bit, the panels open up slightly.
It's almost like a trick though, right? A false sense of security.
Because then she brings out their test papers and bam, the tension's back.
And her focus on molecular structures, I mean, come on.
Right, it's like a giant flashing sign.
And you can see it in their thought bubbles too.
Alec's like, she knows, she knows.
And Maya's still trying to convince herself that maybe it's nothing.
But the look on Miss Vanderburg's face, it's like she's seeing right through them.
And then, when she suggests the science fair.
Oh, that's such a power move.
It's a challenge, disguised as an opportunity.
And those low-angle shots of Miss Vanderburg, they make her seem so imposing.
Like literally larger than life.
And then, when Alec tries to politely decline the tutoring offer, she shuts him down. No hesitation.
And that shadow that falls across her face at that moment.
So good. It's like a hint of something darker.
And then, of course, the line about foreign students.
Yeah, the gloves are off at that point.
It's like a declaration of war almost.
And Alec, he knows it too. He has to make a move.
So he agrees to the tutoring, but it's a calculated risk.
He's playing with fire, for sure.
They leave the school, but the scene ends with this wide shot, right?
Yeah, where they're just these tiny figures walking away from the building.
It makes you feel like they're walking into the unknown.
And that final exchange, we need to be careful.
It's chilling. I feel like they've stepped into a whole new level of danger.
And they're not sure if they're ready for it.
The whole scene is just masterfully done. Visually, it tells such a powerful story.
It's proof that the art is just as important as the words.
So what about you guys? Did any specific panels jump out at you?
What did you notice about the way the artist used color or perspective to create this feeling of unease? Hit us up in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Strange, isn't it? You'd think if someone suspected their students had superpowers, they'd freak out.
Right, like call the government, run for the hill, something.
Exactly. But Miss Vanderburg, she's different.
It's almost like she's intrigued by the whole thing.
Yeah, like she sees something special in them, even if she doesn't fully get it.
And don't forget, she's the only one who remembers that volleyball game.
Where their powers were on full display.
Right, which means she's somehow immune to their memory wiping.
Which honestly raises even more questions.
Like, how? Why her?
Is it something about her, something we don't know yet?
Or maybe she's got some kind of mental defense.
It's a mystery for sure.
And it makes you wonder, what role will she play in all of this, going forward?
Right. I mean, she could be a huge help to them.
Someone they can trust, someone who can teach them about this world.
Maybe even help them control their powers.
But on the other hand, what if she turns out to be dangerous?
That's a scary thought.
What if she tries to use them? Or expose them?
It's possible. We've seen hints of her ambition before.
And her need for control.
The scene really sets up a lot of possibilities.
For the relationship, for the whole story.
So many questions left unanswered.
Like, will she become their ally? Or their enemy?
And what about her own past? What's her story?
It's all very exciting, very suspenseful.
We can't wait to see where the writer takes this.
But we also want to hear from you. What do you think is going to happen next?
Do you think Miss Vanderburg is good news or bad news for the twins?
Head over to the comments and let us know your theories. We love hearing your thoughts.
Because let's face it, you guys always come up with the best ideas.
And that's it for our deep dive into Scene 31.
But stick around, because we'll be back with more twin power analysis soon.
I promise that if I'm so true, I'll take this world.